We're talking now with Mississippi College men's basketball coach and our athletic director, Mike Jones. Coach Jones returning to coaching for the first time since 2008, entering your 17th season. So I'll ask you, what has been the most satisfying part about your return to coaching so far?
You know, Reid, I think there's several things. One is just being out there on the floor teaching, having a relationship with the kids. I think those are probably two of the most important things to me. Being able to be there and help mentor them and when they need it, and of course the coaching part I really like, and I've missed that. So, but those probably are the most important things.
You and I have talked about that over the years, how you did miss the teaching aspect of coaching. Have you found it to be any different with the players that you have on this year's team versus the players you had in the past?
Well, let me say this. I am really happy with our team. I like our players. They've responded to me very well. They work hard. Different, yeah, kids are different today, but we got good kids. I'm really proud of them. You know, the game's changed some, but you still got to run, jump, and shoot, and guard, and rebound. But you know, the way they want to do it is a little different.
What part of the game that you say has changed the most has been something that you've had to maybe prepare a little extra for?
Well, I think the game of guarding the ball is the most difficult thing to do in basketball. And now all the players on the floor play facing the basket, and all the players on the floor are able to dribble drive. They're able to play one-on-one. So that's probably the biggest difference, and that's the biggest difference I've seen in the game, because all players want to do that. The post game is non-existent.
So for a coach that's traditionally been very defensive minded, what kind of challenges does that pose for you and your team?
It's a big challenge. I think that's the hardest thing that we've got ahead of us, is being able to guard the ball. But you know, it's a team game, and we hope that we're going to be able to guard the ball and have help and do the right things and rotate right. And our guys, we've got some length and we've got some quickness. So you know, if you have that, that really helps. And so I'm excited about where we are right now. We haven't had a lot of practices. You know, we're starting the 15th, and so I'm pleased. You know, we had like 7 new guys coming in and like 6 guys returning, and you're putting all those guys together. That's a difficult thing, and they have really meshed well together.
What about some of those new faces? Who has impressed you in these few weeks leading up to the start of the season?
Well, not new faces. Jacob Taylor has really impressed me. Brandon Boston has really done a good job. But we've got some new ones. Winfred Ross has done well. You know, Stefan, a guy we got out of Europe, he's done well. All of them. Zach Jones returning, he's done extremely well. So, you know, I'm real pleased where we are. Slate has had to step in, and he's going to have to step in at the point guard spot, and he's got an opportunity there. And then I think he's really working hard at making that change.
For those returning players, what have you seen that they need to do to get better, to take the next step in their maturity on the court?
Guard. We got to guard and rebound. If we can do that, I think we can do the other things well enough to have an opportunity to be competitive.
Now you're going to play two exhibition games at Southern Miss and at Ole Miss. Be tough competition there. What are you looking for from your team? What's the goal of those 2 games that you're going to play before the season starts?
Well, I think first of all it'll be a great experience for our kids, and to be able to go in those kind of atmospheres and play. I want us to be able to play against people that are better than us, and that we learn from that. But you know, we're going to approach the game to go out and win. We don't approach the game for moral victory. We're going out there to win, and anything can happen. If they knew who was supposed to win, they wouldn't play the game. So, but we're wanting to get better, see where we are, and you know, we'll play that game at USM, and then we'll sit down and watch the film and try to evaluate what we did and try to get better, and then go to Ole Miss and play.
Now the Choctaws are in a position that I don't know that anybody else in the conference is. You've got 2 full-time assistants, and Don Lothar and Alex Ainsworth. So talk about the importance of having 2 other gentlemen on the bench who've got experience with these players and know the game really, really well.
Well, I think that anytime that you have players, I mean coaches like we have, and 2 that are experienced like they are, it just makes it better for me. When you have 6 eyes on something, and we also got Otis, our grad assistant. That makes us have 8. So you have 8 eyes out there watching. It's a lot better with 2 or 4. So they've done a great job. They've responded well to me and the way I coach and the way that I want to run things, and they've done it extremely well. And it's good for me. I guess the thing that I don't like about coaching is that I've always been one to want to be involved in demonstrating. I wanted to be involved in teaching on how to do something, and my body just won't allow me to do that anymore.
Well, for folks who have followed this team over the last several years, the transition back to Division II has been a bit of a struggle. So what is it going to take now to get the Choctaws into that? We want to make the tournament kind of mindset. That may be an a middle step towards winning a conference championship. What is it going to take for that to happen with this program?
Well, first of all, they got to buy into what we're doing, and then after they buy in, and I think they have. Again, I go back to that defensive end. We got to be able to guard the basketball, and our goal this year is to be better every game and get better. And of course, our goal is to make it to the conference tournament. If you could get into the conference tournament with our having played together, and we get there, anything can happen. I really believe our team will be competitive. How that equates to wins, I don't know. But I think we're going to be competitive, and I really like our team.
What do you think it's going to feel like when you step out on the court at Southern Miss next week?
That'll be interesting. That's where I got my start, and I owe a lot to the University of Southern Mississippi. I'll be playing against Coach Ladner, and that I recruited to come to Southern Mississippi. So it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. I'm looking forward to it, but it's not about me. It's about our team trying to get better, and we're going out there to try to win the basketball game.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and we're looking forward to the season.
Thank you.